everyone, this is Soldier here, continuing with our Let's Play Dominions 4, Nazca Rise of the Mummies. It is now early summer in year 9 of the Ascension Wars, and you can see here that we have completed several levels of research in blood magic. So now our Pretender God could actually wish for some blood slaves, and we could do some decent stuff with that. For example, primarily among that might be Curse of Blood, to get some vampire lords out here. Apparently, looking at this, I actually have screwed up and I've actually set Cast Ethergate to be a monthly spell, which I do not want. Let's go ahead and have him research, because that's burning through our astral pearls too quickly, I think. Let's go ahead and go back to our messages. So, Sai has cast Wish, increasing his nature or magic pass and everything again. So we have found another nature site in Boggington. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Just a crappy farm of plenty. I care nothing about that. Harspec's nothing. We've cast Fairy Gate or Fairy Court once again. Arcane Probing, we found nothing. We did call yet another Wraith Lord. Gnome Lore a couple times, which we didn't find anything. Dark Knowledge, found nothing. And Tartarin Gates. Onbeck has searched for magic sites, but none was found. Who is Onbeck, and why is he searching for magic sites? That's our little crazy man. Okay. Sai, the immortal Koya, was suddenly attacked by 2 horror mantises. Okay. Let's take a look at that. These guys, looking at that, I don't really see that they have much chance to actually take out our Pretender God. Yeah, I think he's pretty much going to annihilate them. Alright, yeah, no worries there. So we had a battle in Goodwater. Apparently Pelagia has decided to attack us. And it did not go well for them. We've also taken over another indie province with our Wraith Lords. And there was a battle in the fortress of Goodwater, where our Mound Kings have taken over a province. We'll just take a quick look at that, because we haven't really watched many of the battles against Pelagia. We have all of our Suppias here that are probably about to fly right on top of the enemies. If you can call it flying underwater. I don't really know what you would call it. It's more like they're teleporting. Although I guess they're ethereal, so maybe you could call it flying. Alright, so that was over rather quickly. Go ahead and quit the battle replay. Alright. And our Arcane Nexus has absorbed 160 Astral Pearls. We had some misfortune in a couple of provinces. And, yeah, that's about all that happened this turn. I'm going to go ahead and move those guys there. Continue moving them. And we will do the same with these guys. I have him that can go ahead and move that way. And we'll start moving him as well. Alright, so I have now forged a new helm that our Prophet can use. It's a very good helm. Actually, it's perfect. It's a perfect helm. Let's go ahead and put that back in the laboratory. And we will equip the Helm of Perfection. So now he has got like all 15, which is utterly ridiculous. And I never really decided what boots I was going to give to him. Let's go ahead and see what boots our Pretender God can forge. Boots of Youth, that means pretty much nothing for our Seraph. Boots of the Plains, that pretty much means nothing for him either, because he can teleport. Boots of the Behemoth might actually be interesting, because I believe our Seraph is kind of a giant. Have Boots of the Messenger. Chi Boots, which give him the ability to kick enemies. Boots of Quickness might just be good for him. He's already got ridiculous map movement, but the Boots of Quickness should actually increase that. This unit spreads Dominion by its presence alone. It gets 1 Dominion spread chance per point of this ability each month. A unit with this ability is constantly blessed. So, I'm going to go ahead and have this guy forge the... Actually, I may very well have him forge Ember here. He can also... well, has that already been forged? No, it hasn't been. That's one that actually gives a water magic bonus. You could also do Nethgul. Tempest is too low level to forge that one. I think I'm actually going to have him forge the Ember. I believe that our Seraph already has fire resistance at least. Yeah, he's got excellent fire resistance. He's got quite good shock resistance, so Ember would actually give him cold resistance on top of that. But I do need someone with some water magic to forge some boots for him. I don't know that I have anyone with water magic. What can this guy forge? Actually, the Summit might be an excellent one for our Seraph as well. I think Stone Skin actually gives you a weakness to something or other. A weakness to cold, I think. So I'm not sure that that's what I want. Miraculous Cure-All Elixir. I do believe at some point, before too long, I'm going to need some enormous cauldrons to feed these armies of wolves and stuff. But looking here... do I have another Amulet of Resilience already? I think an Amulet of Resilience might be good for our Prophet. Oh, you know, I definitely don't want to give him Ember. I need to forge some boots for him. I can forge Ember later. And I'm going to give him the Boots of Quickness. But let's see if there was something else that I can forge. Let's do the Holger the Head, why not? Alright, have her summon allies. Her as well. Okay. I believe I should have another Wraith Lord sitting around here. There he is. I'll have him summon allies too. Okay. Go ahead and move him on up here. Let's move this big army. Go ahead and take that province, and we'll put some province defense in here. Take about 35, I think. We'll do about 35 here as well. Then we'll continue to move our Wraith Lords. And we need to move those guys north, because we built temples just about everywhere where we can. So apparently man is at war with Ulm, because he's moving a fair number of troops down that way. He might regret that if we decide to go ahead and exercise our power. Let's have these guys reanimating. Obviously, they don't need to reanimate. Alright, I should have quite a few people reanimating here. It should be enough to keep Pelagia on their toes on this side of the map. And we should be able to take this throne of life from them. Okay. The Sunslayer is a two-handed weapon, so I can't do anything else with him. Can he cast Stygian Paths? No, that requires 5 in Death Magic. If I was to give him a Skull Helmet, he actually could cast Stygian Paths, and that would allow me to get him moving around the map a lot faster. Let's go ahead and do that. Put that in the laboratory. I don't have any skull helms on hand, but I'm just going to go ahead and forge one for him. Should have someone down here. Let's see. I'll have him forge a skull helm. And these two guys, I'm actually not going to do anything with them this turn. Alright. Where is our pretender? Taking a look at our blood magic. I still can't do Curse of Blood yet. But I will be able to do that shortly. So for now, we're going to... Let's push for strength this time, why not? Now let's go ahead and wish for the blood slaves. We'll go ahead and get that out of the way. That way, when I am able to cast the blood rite, or curse of blood rather, I can just go ahead and do that. And we're going to alchemize some more astral pearls here into death gems. And we are going to summon lots of lots of Mound Kings. That should do it right there. Alright, revive King. Revive King. Revive King. Revive King. Revive King. Plenty of them. Actually, I need someone to move those Tarsks up to the north, because those Tarsks would go quite well in an army of undead, seeing as how they can't poison them. What is the map movement for these guys? They only have a map movement of 1, so that's pretty pathetically slow. I don't know who I want to actually send with them, though. Are the Tarsks magical? They are not magic beings, so I can pretty much send anyone with them. I'll just send this guy here. I have 4 of them. And yes. Lots of these little fire units. Got about 75 of them there. Can these fairy queens actually forge anything decent? Of course they can forge bows of war. Spirit helmets. You know, I have plenty of air gems. I could quite easily forge plenty of spirit helmets as well. I don't know if there's anything better that they could do. Flying ship and the pocket ship. What is the gossamer cloth? Makes units invisible. So let's forge some spirit helmets, why not? I can give those to maybe some Mound Kings as well. Kind of an expensive item to give to Mound Kings. Alright, move this guy down here. These guys can actually start researching again. Quite a few guys that are not researching. Alright, let's check our research here. We'll actually probably be able to hit level 7 next turn. And I should even be able to cast Curse of Blood, so it's probably a good thing that we have our Pretender wishing for blood slaves. So I'll go ahead and cast Curse of Blood. I do have him forging Boots of Quickness for our Prophet. So he can start moving and doing prophet-y things. One other thing I might very well want is something to allow him to move into the water. I don't currently have anything that would allow him to do that. So an amulet of breathing, I think. Let's see, what does this do? Creation of permanent ghouls, long dead, and soulless are all enhanced by this amulet. Yeah. I have plenty of those already. Dancing Trident? No. Alright, Pills of Water Breathing. I don't know if Pills of Water Breathing actually allows a commander to go into the water. If I knew that for sure, that's what I would forge. But I'm not completely sure on that. And I'm going to go ahead and empower him one more time in Astral. Now then, did I not give those tasks to somebody? Who did I give the tasks to? Tupac Yapa Laka Laka. Where is Tupac Yaka Laka Laka? There he is. Alright, send him on northwards. Alright, all these werewolves, they can start moving down here to the border with man. I believe I should have... There he is. Let's move him there. And he can construct a temple here, too. I'll move him on this way so he can build a temple there. And actually, apparently I've neglected to build a temple there. So I need to have someone do that. Actually, let's just have him do that. I'll have him reanimate like he originally was. Alright, so basically we're pretty much owning right now. We're going to go ahead and end this turn 2. So as always, if you enjoy our videos, I hope you'll like and subscribe, and we will see you again soon. Thank you very much.